over the last few years, I do a lot of pro bono speaking engagements for job seeker groups. And I really enjoy it. It's really a wonderful opportunity. And one of the activities I do when we do these job seeker groups are I have them describe their passion story. Why do they do what they do? Why do you want to be a lawyer, in IT, realtor, insurance, teacher, whatever it is that you want to do? Why? What's your why? And I got to be honest with you. Whenever I do this activity, I get answers like, I like to help people. I like people. I want to give back. I like solving problems. And every time I hear those answers, I'm like, that's garbage. It's just garbage because everybody says that. If I had a nickel for every time I ask someone why they do what they do and they said, I like to help people, why do you like to help people? Why? And what happens is when I make people self-reflect and really take a few minutes to dig deep to decide, why are you pursuing this career? Why are you staying in this industry? I have to tell you, virtually every time I do this, I get a handful of people that cry. And the first time it happened, I was really taken aback. I was like, oh, geez, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to make you cry. And I realized in a very short period of time, it's a good cry. Because when you look back at why you do what you do, sometimes you have memories that prompted you to take a career path or make choices that to remember the root of that is painful. Now, for me, people ask me all the time, why become a trainer? Why a motivational speaker, coach? Mark, how did you end up that way? Because the people that know me really well know that when I was a kid, I wanted to be a sports broadcaster. That's what I wanted to do. But what happened is I made some really poor choices when I was in college. And those poor choices included having unprotected sex, getting my girlfriend pregnant after a month, who I barely knew, and it changed the whole course of my life. And in the span of a couple of years, I became a father at 23, was an addicted gambler, and was filed for bankruptcy due to the debt I had accumulated, was on food stamps, and was just at the bottom of the barrel. At that time, none of my people in my social circle had kids. So I felt lost. I felt alone. I was like, what am I going to do? I'm a dad. I have no job. What am I going to do? And I remember that time and that stretch of time in my 20s being so painful and such a period of learning and feeling unsupported and alone. When I started Mindset Go when I was 41, I was like, well, this is an opportunity. I've always loved developing people, nurturing people, and supporting people over the course of my life. And I realized that that's because I didn't have the opportunity, and I wanted to make sure I could help as many people as I could so they didn't experience some of the disappointment and frustration and hurt that I did. So when I say I like to help people, that's the reason why I like to help people.